Imagine you are on the front lines of a war. The battle has just begun, and you can feel the weight of it, the exhaustion, the pressure. You can understand that, right? Suddenly, the enemy leader, calm and collected, steps towards you. He speaks with a voice that almost seems understanding. Then he says, "Hey brother, you have done enough. You fought hard, you've proven your worth. Now it's okay to calm down. Take it easy for a while. The war has just started, but you have earned a break." What do you do? Do you listen to the words of comfort, take a step back and take a moment of rest, or you push forward, knowing the war isn't over yet, the fight isn't over yet? The comfort now might cost you everything later. The comfort during the battlefield that enemy wants you to have can cost everything you have. Now, this is the war you are fighting every day. Maybe sometimes winning or sometimes losing. And the most interesting thing is that most of us don't know about this war that we are fighting every day. We are just unaware of this war. And it's my duty to make you aware of this war you are fighting. You must be questioning, how and where do I fight this war? I don't know anything about this war. I'm just a simple man living a simple life. And these questions are quite reasonable, and I'll provide you an answer for this. See, the enemy that I talked about is none other than your own mind, which lures you into believing that you are doing enough. Even if you are doing just 50%, it's convincing you that you are giving your 100%, even though you are not. And then it tells you to become more comfortable and take a moment of rest or do some pleasurable activities, which always have a negative consequence. And if I come back to the war, it wages an attack on your army and you lose this war, and hence face the painful outcomes. Now that I have informed you about the war you are fighting literally every day, now I am going to tell you how you could win this war and conquer your own mind. And the greatest power that is going to help you to win this war is your own mind. Yes, you heard it right. It's your own mind that will help you fight against itself. This is one of the most powerful and profound things that I learned from Stoics and all the books I've read about Stoicism. It's a concept of rationality. This is one of the most simple and profound things that I learned from Stoics. The rationality. See, there are two types of creatures in this world. One, the beast, and others, the humans. Here, at biological level, both share many of the same traits: hunger, pain, instinct, the drive to survive. But what sets human apart is a single divine gift: rationality. Humans alone have the capacity to reflect, to question their own desires, and choose virtue over impulse. While we carry the physical attributes of beast, flesh, bone, appetite, it is reason that reveals us to our true nature. And this rational faculty is not superior to instinct. It is the very trait that aligns us with gods, as Stoics used to say. To live by impulse is to live like a beast, like an animal. But to live by reason is to live according to our highest nature, the nature of the human being, capable of justice, wisdom, and self-mastery. I will be talking about this topic more profoundly in the upcoming videos, but let's focus on our main topic: how to control our mind. Our mind assesses only those things that it considers to be true or a fact. For example, if it's currently day, you can make your mind completely believe, I said completely believe, it's night, or vice versa. But sometimes our mind, due to lack of knowledge, assesses things which it considers to be a fact, but in reality they are not, and in fact they can be harmful. So then there is need to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong. And the only faculty capable of doing this, that is distinguishing between right and wrong, is our own mind, specifically rationality. But you must be questioning, how can one do this when our own mind is enemy? Why would our mind let us be rational when it's against us? When it's the one who is making our life miserable? It will, but it will require willpower, discipline, and of course, rationality. You will have to convince your mind to see the truth. You will need to rise above all the materialism and see the actual truth. What lies beyond this material world that you are living? And now, finally, your question must be, how can I convince my mind to see the truth? Whenever an impulse arises, or whenever your mind tells you to do some action or do something, take a moment of pause. Just like for 2 seconds. Think. Question that impulse. What does it want me to do? And why does it want me to do? What is the reason and how it can benefit me? See, what's the actual intention behind doing the act? What is the actual reason? And if it's overpowering you, you can tell yourself, you are not this impulse. You are not this body even. You are above your impulses. You are above your desires. So remind yourself, you are not a slave to your impulses. You are supposed to be free. Your true nature is to be free. Marcus Aurelius says it's a disgrace for a soul to surrender its own freedom and become a slave to the body. Remember, your true nature is to be free from all desires, aversions, or all the distractions, all the attachments of this material world has. But the problem is, most of us mistake slavery for freedom and live our whole life suffering, thinking that we are free, but they are actually not. Now, I know some of you don't believe in the concept of soul. Before moving on, I would like to tell what does soul mean to the Stoics. When they spoke of soul, they didn't mean about a mystical spirit floating in the sky or clouds. They meant something deeper, but also practical. The soul could be seen as your inner ruling faculty, your ability to choose reason and to reflect, your character, your conscience, your essence, part of you that observes your own thoughts, that resists temptations, that yearns for meaning over pleasure. If the word soul doesn't fit right with you, you can call it your mind, your center, your core, or your higher self. Whatever helps you understand within you something that's not driven by impulse, but by intelligence, principles, and truth. Your mind is both the battlefield and the weapon. Train it and you win.